It's Shay Janice. Hey y'all, it's Shay Janice here, back with another video. This one is gonna be on Married at First Sight episodes. Several episodes, I'll say that. I have not been doing a review every episode, but I haven't really had much to say on the couples. Like, y'all know, if you watch Married at First Sight, they take everything slow. They try to build up to everything. So this is going to be the review. And I'm just doing it off the cuff, really. I have a few notes, but that's about it. So let's get started. The first couple I'm going to review is Emily and Brennan. And I'm just going to say, Brennan, he is an ass. He's an ass. Emily is carrying this relationship in her own bags. That man literally made her bring up her own belongings to the apartment. Was not even trying to help her. He doesn't think that she's attractive. I don't think he likes her at all. And you signed up for this process, but then you don't want to move in. That's part of the process. Then when Pastor Carol met with you and asking you questions, you can't answer them because your answers aren't nice. Well, by you not answering the questions, especially about the attraction part, you're telling her and everyone else that you are not attracted to her. Make it make sense. Like, he's not the brightest guy in the bunch at all. Not at all. So they end up moving in together, and he's still acting like he can't talk, for one, okay? He act like he can't talk to her. Like, he gives very short answers. Like, you knew a camera crew was going to be on you all the whole time for the most part. You have to act like they are not there, okay? You have to. But yeah, just going back to these bags, when he didn't go out there and help Emily get her bags or anything, she should have gotten back in her car and drove to Starbucks so that she can get a latte to give her some energy, so she can take her bags back to her own home. Okay? And just leave him behind. Now, moving on to the party that they had. And I was just so tired of Married at First Sight making these couples put these parties on with their friends. No one cares. No one cares. It's the same old, same old. I'm going to need you all to switch it up at this point. It's been how many seasons? Let's switch up the formula just a little bit, okay? Or a lot, because these couples are not going to make it. I honestly believe that none of them are going to make it. Have y'all noticed that every season there is a drunk friend having a confessional moment, or an ignorant friend in a confessional moment? If the friend isn't drunk, one of the castmates is drunk. Anyways, so Brendan in his little head thinks that this is just a show and not real life. Like, why would you even mention something about a show when you're speaking to her friends? This is not just a show. This is real life. Like, you all signed marriage license or certificates, whatever. You signed these things. This is on your life record forever. Okay? Forever. Like, and it made me think, like, is he on this show for fame? But he can't be, right? Because what does he want to be recognized for? I forgot what his job is, but I know he works from home. So what exactly would he want fame for? I don't know. I'm lost. Emily should have left that man in Mexico. All right, moving on to Claire and Cameron. Claire should have left Cameron in Mexico as well. Here's why. I don't think she finds him interesting. I don't think she finds him attractive. He's a little messy from the look of his apartment. I don't know. He's not opening up like he should. And he acts like he's incapable of ordering food when it came to the party. Like, you knew your responsibility was going to be to get the food for the party. You get to the apartment and say, oh, I don't have food or whatever. Okay, go back out and get the food. Apparently, the party wasn't for hours. And so when you do order the food from the app, you order it to pick it up right away, in which it was going to be cold by the time the party started. So what is the confusion? But anyway, he also gives me asshole vibes. This man literally mentioned his father is dying after a friend made a joke at the party about being a therapist, because her friend, Claire's friend, and Claire are both therapists. Now, my question is, with Claire being a therapist and all, how hasn't she been able to learn that his dad is dying? See, that was not making sense to me either. Like, Claire, I'm going to need you to do better. And then his family is also unaware of him being on this show and going through this process. Now, why couldn't he tell his mom? Is something wrong with his mom as well? Like, I understand him not telling his dad because it could trigger him. Like, it sounds like maybe his dad has dementia. I get that. But why doesn't your mom know? Now, I do know I said that she doesn't find him attractive. But I don't really think he finds her attractive. I think he's just awkward. I don't even know who he would be attracted to, honestly. I really don't. Like, is he attracted to people? Like, he's not someone that I see having many dates before this. And he seems to be clueless on how to be in a relationship, although he's lived with a past partner. Like, was his past partner aware that they were together? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'm going to move on to Becca and Austin. The only thing I have to say about them is that with their religion differences, they're not going to be able to work because she's agnostic and his family probably won't accept it. Remember his mom, Debbie Downer? I don't know that lady's name, but she seemed to be down. And, you know, when Austin told her about the process, when she finds out that Becca is agnostic, I don't think that's going to work with her. And I think she's going to play a big role in them not being together. But that's just me. Even if we don't see it, I think that's going to be a thing. Like, his family is not going to accept it. Like, even if he does, I don't think his family will. And I could just imagine Debbie Downer's face, baby. It's going to be all looking sour. All looking sour. Now, moving on. Moving on to Orion and Lauren. Girl, let that man go. He's not trying to try because he don't like you. I think Orion was just looking for one little thing just so he could quit. Although he says she's quitting, but that's not the case. He's the quitter. She says she is studying his culture and everything. But has he done that for her? Because this is the same man that admitted to saying the N-word before in songs. Or probably in conversation too. But you're going to get upset about an unintentional joke. And honestly, when it comes to that term, I didn't know anything about it until maybe a few years ago. When the, I guess, baseball team, you know, when that conversation came up about them changing their name and everything, I didn't know what that meant. I didn't. So I'm pretty sure, you know, Lauren didn't know. I mean, that's just something people really don't know. Like, when it comes to African American culture, you're going to hear a lot about it. You hear more about it because we are the people that's going to tell you about our culture. But when it comes to Native Americans, they tend to stay in their own tribes, and, you know, they're not, and their history really has been wiped away. Unfortunately, it has been wiped away. They don't teach you much about it in school or anything like that. So I can understand where she went wrong with that. Now, okay, she went wrong this time, but could it happen again? Could she say the same thing again? I don't think she would, because she was dedicated to this marriage, unlike Orion. I don't think he found her attractive. I don't think he was expecting to get matched with someone like Lauren. I don't know if it's race. I don't know. Although he said it didn't matter to him one way or the other. I just don't know. I think he just really didn't like her, and he was just looking for anything to get upset about. I really do. But that's just me. So, thank you all for watching this video. This has been the Married at First Sight Colorado review episode, up until episode 9. I will say that. Go check out my last Married at First Sight review before this one, if you need to get caught up. And then I will be dropping another review just on episode 10 coming up. Thank you.